underway. Chloe Banks, a junior out of Orange Park, Florida, will step in from the left side, a .375 hitter, 6 hits and 16 at-bats. Double, triple, run driven in, 2 stolen bases, smokes a line drive right at KK DeMint, and that is out number 1 in this ball game. Starting lineup here this morning. Full count to Mariah Poehler, no score here in the top of the first. Pitch hit in the air to left field. Kramer Eshte will backtrack and make the catch for out number 2. More fun for opponents to deal with. Payoff pitch coming, grounded through the right side of the circle, right to KK DeMint, and she'll throw out Sage Scamardo for out number 3. 1-2-3 inning for Emily Kennedy and the Aggies.
And if it works, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Broke, don't fix it. Absolutely. 2-0 the count to Coco Woolley, the senior out of LaPorte, pops it into left field, and that will be out number 1 off the bat of Coco Woolley. What Tori's referring to, folks, if you look at the Aggie lineup, she's at third base, Annette Bergman's over at third. Grounded to the right side, off the glove of the first baseman who reached across her body into the 3-4 hole. Ball dies in the dirt, and that's all KP needs to get on. And the Aggies in business here at San Diego State, and the coaches there really had her do it. Bleed a little flare into left center field, and it's dropped by the left fielder, Banks, who was running in, tried to make a basket catch. And that's a gift there for the Aggies. Second error of the inning. And now 2 on for Maya Perez.
And for the fences, I'm swinging to get a barrel on a ball, no matter what that looks like.
Shortstop, underhand flips to second for 1. Maya will hustle it out, safe at first. Kennedy Powell thinking about it at third and then decides to stay, so that is out number 2. Good job by Maya hustling down the line there. Sometimes
great energy, keeps the team in a good mindset. Ford said everybody needs an Ojo on their team.
Yeah. That's outside. Maya Perez is going. And slides in safely at second base, and she's getting a loud ovation for it. They saw something, right? They saw that the look how far out the middle infield is, or if you're watching on TV.
Yeah, you're not expecting her to go, and so that as an infielder, you're trying to be in the right position to make the play on the ball, not necessarily on the steal.
Really a slapper speedster. She can do it, but she's also got some pop. She'll swing at one out of the zone as they got her to chase a little bit overzealous there. And A&M will miss a golden opportunity
to her game, and I think that gives her the perspective.
Fly ball into right field. Frankie Vrajel moving over near the line to make the catch for out number 1. How about that little slide and catch action that Frankie had to end the 8-0?
Kennedy decides to continue her career and maybe gets drafted to a AUSL team after this season.
Swing and a miss. She went up and in on Kendall Bailey, and that's the first strikeout of the game for the Aggie All-American. Near northwest corner of the state. 1 for 8 this weekend with a run driven in. Lines this one right at Coco Woolley, and another 1-2-3 inning for Emily Kennedy. And the Aggies, if she needs to come in and play in the middle, she could do that too. And that's a walk. We'd be interested to talk to Jeff Harger after the weekend, the Aggies hitting coach. I feel like they've been, for the most part, patient, the only for her. Moved her down to the 8th spot in the lineup in last night's nightcap, and it paid off with a home run. Pops this one up foul territory. Let's see if the wind will suck it in, and it won't. First baseman will make the catch just off the batter's circle in front of the Purdue dugout. Okay, catch in the outfield there up against the bullpen. You know.
Yeah, ESPN tweeting it out during the game. You know,
no big deal. Runners going, pitches high, throw down to the right of the second base bag. Frankie slides across the shortstop, who's holding the glove up in the air. Frankie's safe onto the backside of the bag. And that's going to bring Maggie Frizzotti out of the dugout.
After review, the call on the field is upheld. The runner is safe.
Yeah.
3-2 pitch. Wow. Called a ball. Looked really good from up here on the outer half of the plate to the left-handed hitter, and Kramer will earn a walk. There's but 1 in the game. 1-0 pitch, chopped at the shortstop. Tries to glove it and go to third with it and just knocks it down. Does Franks in the 5-6 hole. Everybody's safe with the speed of Frankie Vrajel. And 12 batting average on the year. Infield's in, a little pop-up. Infield fly rule is not, there we go. Tatum Stelting had it. Fly rule is called. It was a pop-up to shortstop. Just to the left of the second base.
A lot of fly ball outs Somebody's got to get on top of
There
it.
it is. Black Barbara deep to right field. It's gone. It's a grand slam just over the wall in right center field. Looks like it kind of scraped the pad off the very top there in right center. Mac Barbara's third of the weekend, first grand slam of the season for Texas A&M. There's a 235-foot home run. The launch angle, Tori, 18 degrees. So
I love that. I love it.
That's a line drive.
I love that. Yeah, anything up into the teens to the 20, room to run. Erica Russell was our center fielder, and she was like, I love this. I have so much room to chase down balls.
Pitch is inside, ball 4. Tucked in just under the hands. That is the 4th walk of the. I think the parks have their differences is in the gaps. Like, you never really see that comes up and in and gets Ojo on the shoulder. She will head down to first. A hit by pitch. You won't see, like in baseball, you'll see little quirky angles and stuff. You don't see that in softball.
Yeah.
But we practiced that this week, Coach, didn't we?
We just worked on that.
We did.
Yep.
Okay.
And sometimes you work on it and you don't realize that it applies until it happens in the game, and then you're like, oh, so that's why we're practicing it.
Pokes a little weak pop-up off the end of the bat at the second baseman for out number 3.
State, who just run-ruled Oklahoma State. Pretty good pitching staff they have this season.
Lined into the glove of Maya Perez at first base for out number 1.
All right, hot corner.
Yeah.
Flash.
Game and on the field as if I can, really improve defensively at first, and she's done a good job. Another weak pop-up. KK DeMent will go out into shallow right field, and 3 pitches, now 4 pitches, 2 outs for Emily Kennedy in the 3rd inning. This is the 9th batter in the Purdue lineup. Payoff pitch, down and in, ball 4. And that is the first base runner of the game for the Boilermakers. You said it, you said.
Belt was probably digging into her stomach on that one. Hurts diving on the grass like that.
1-2 pitch. Lined into the glove of Powell, that time in fair territory at third base for out number 3. So 2 lineouts in the game for Chloe Banks. And the other ones are on ESPN+. We will also have them here in town on Willie 1550 and inside the 12-man mobile app. There's a line drive base hit by Frankie Brajal into left center field. She's going to think about going to second, but quickly Mariah Polder gets to the ball and holds her to a single. Nice job of hitting there by the 5-0 on the season heading into Clearwater. They'll play Kentucky and then play A&M on Friday. So that's the Aggies' first opponent, Wichita State. Little base hit by Allie Enright. Little jam shot into shallow left field. And the first 2 batters on for Texas A&M here in the 3rd. They already won 1. So UCF 4-1 on the season with another game coming. They have lost to Georgia this weekend at home. That's down and in. And Kramer draws herself a full count walk, so the bases are loaded. Second base. Chopped high into the circle. Ellis will come home and makes the play there for the out. So station to station there. 1 down. Thrown out at the plate is Frankie Brajal.
That's exactly what you want if you're Maddie Ellis coming in.
At least by their standards after their weekend. Grounded at the shortstop, backing up on it and going to second. Nice play there by Franks. Backed up on it, able to still get it and get it to second to get the speedy Coco Woolley. It will bring a run home, so that's an RBI for KP, and it's 5-0 Aggies.
Yeah, you'll take it. If you're Kennedy Powell, it scores a run. Anything that I can do to push a run across, I will take it.
Play, really.
No, Franks did a great job at creating some distance to get that good hop and making a good decision to go up this opportunity with runners in scoring position, knowing that she could add 3 runs to this ball game with 1 swing.
Here's the pitch. Chopped slowly at first base and picking it up right on top the bag and stepping on the bag is McFadden for out number 3. So the Aggies do get a run in this ball game. 48 pitches, no hits, no runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Flare into left field. Kramer coming in, and she's got it. 1 out. Listen to this: UCLA, Kentucky, Texas A&M, Auburn, and Alabama.
Wow. Hey, challenging yourself early.
I love it. Coco Woolley ground ball off the bat of Sage Scamardo, and she'll throw her out for out number 2. So that's Oklahoma State. Virginia was in the completely distracted by this munchkin in the booth next to us here.
I can't help myself.
I know. I don't blame you.
We're playing peekaboo.
Cued into the circle off the end of the bat. Emily Kennedy will underhand flip to first for out number 3. 2 innings, 5 hits, 5 runs, all earned. 5 walks. Really hurt her cause there. Chopped at first base, knocked off the glove of the first baseman behind the bag, and Maya Perez safe at first base. So hitters count here, 2-1. Here's the pitch to Ojo. Changeup taken for a ball. Runner going, throw down is not in time. A little wide of the bag and a little bit of a hesitation behind the plate. Count to Ojo. That is a ball. Right across the river near the left-handed batter's box. And that is another walk. Texas A&M. 2 of the walks today have been cashed in by Aggies.
Trying to do.
It's 1-2. Off the end of the bat to the right side. Nice job there. Second baseman Campbell has it. She'll throw her out at first. Nice productive out there by KK Dement. The runners advance 1 down here in the 4th. But now not the case. 4-pitch walk, and that'll load the bases. Quickly, for those that don't know the rule on the pitching, it's a 20-second pitch clock. Basically, a little bit of some thoughts here, but do it while I'm switching players. Allie Enright in the air to left center field. That is carrying back near the track. It's dropped again by the left fielder Banks, and she tried to make a bucket catch. It's going to score 2 runs. Frankie Vrajel is back safely at second base, and she made a wide turn. So another defensive miscue by the Boilermakers. To Kramer Eschte, who has walked twice. Here's another look at that play if you're watching along with us.
Yeah, Allie Enright doing a great job of getting the ball into the green, and you see Banks go for the ball.
2-2 pitch, grounded through the right side, base hit. They're going to hold Frankie Vrajel at third base. And I don't know if we caught it on the TV, Tori, but that's exactly, I think, how you are supposed to take that. You run hard. Infield in all the way, force play all around as well. Coco waits on it, ground ball to short. Coming home with it, skips it in, run scores, ball gets away, back to the screen. Second runner scores. Allie Enright is in as well. 9-0. Texas A&M, another defensive miscue by the Boilermakers. At time, and it was a force play. She just threw it low. Here's a ground ball chopper to second base by Kennedy Powell. They'll throw to first to get the out. Scoring is Kramer Eschte. It's now 10-0 Texas A&M. Max at the plate. You might want to be careful. You're parked a little too close.
You got a glove out there?
Yeah, it's coming right at you. Into left center field, base hit. That'll score a run. Mac Barbara picks up her second hit of the day. 11-0 Texas A&M as Coco comes in to score. I told her I didn't think feast or famine was a bit extreme this weekend. I don't want to use that phrase,
right.
But what you're seeing is how smothering this A&M offense can be when it starts clicking. Because they put up a ton of crooked numbers this weekend. I love it. Maya Perez pops it up into left center field. Moving over is the center fielder Polar, and she will make the catch for out number 3. But the Aggies did what they needed to do. They got the runs to invoke the rule. Means of work, no hits, no runs, a walk, a strikeout, and now 66 pitches. Just misses off the plate inside. That's a walk, her second walk of the game so far.
Yeah, the crowd doesn't like that. It's fouled straight back. You can always tell the hitter was on time. They just missed, usually underneath.
There's a swing and a miss, strike 3. Open SEC play, March 7th, 8th or so. Purdue will be hosting a home tournament. Chopped down the third base line. It stays fair. Then it curls foul. Just as it got in front of the bag, time called by Tatum Stelting. Kennedy Powell picked it up right as it went foul. And 1-2 pitch. Ground ball at the shortstop. Coco to KK Dement. Steps on the bag. The throw to first is not in time. Hustling it out is Kylie Franks and keeps the game alive for the Boilermakers. It's up to Olivia McFadden to keep the game going. She's going to hit a slow roller to second. It hits the foot of the runner, and that is going to end the ball game. Just caught the back foot of Kylie Franks, and that will end the ball game. And Texas A&M a winner, 11-0 in 5 innings over Purdue. Tori, this is a really nice way to end the weekend.
Very nice. A&M finally, I think, had their foot on the gas the entire game in all facets. I think Tricia Ford is going to be very happy with the performance from A&M today.
Final total is 11 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Aggies. They leave 8 for Purdue. No runs, no hits, 4 errors. They leave 1. So the Aggies move on to Clearwater next weekend. They'll be back home February the 27th against Texas State. Stay tuned on the radio side on our post-game show. You can catch it inside the 12th Man mobile app.